Everybody. That's kind of creepy. I need to change the challenge thing. There we go. I go in game and creepy music starts immediately. So, oh, the weather's back. The weather's decided to make an appearance in game today, for some reason. Let's get Courseplay turned off there. We're going to have to get down to field 19 super fast and get that harvested before we can fast forward through time. Hello Ernie, Blackout, Glanagri, Bucko, Adiboo, Luke. How are we all doing today? I think I should probably I should probably get a power washer because this combine's looking a bit filthy. Hello, Julian as well. Hello, hello, hello. How's our Tuesday? Question mark going? Is it a good Tuesday? Maybe? Question mark. Another day of melting at plus 29. It's like plus 24 here today. Where's my phone? Where did I put my phone? Why is my phone over there? Come here, phone. I've hit something. It is. Close that, close that, close that, close that, close that, close that. Currently, according to my phone, if it wants to refresh, which I need to turn Wi-Fi back on. Currently, it is like 23-ish, 24 degrees. Hello, today. How was the rest of your stream? My internet decided to fail midway through. Which is why I suddenly dropped silent. Is your Irish summer exam over? Don't you mean Bucas Lydia? Glanagri. Nice one, Julian. Congrats. How charged is this? Green, that's good. Hello, Hugh. Hello, EJ. I don't know if you saw it on Discord. I literally can't give you the sponsor role on there. It's locked off to the YouTube bot that does it. How's my day going? It's going good. It's going good. Make sure that if you do sponsor and you want the red role on Discord, that you link up your Discord and YouTube profiles. Get your summer holidays. Very nice, Brendan. I don't get summer holidays because, I mean, this is technically my job and I've got to do it 7 days a week. Although I will be taking some time off next week while my sister's on nights to get stuff done around the house, around the room, and play some iRacing. Next week's going to be week 13 as well, which is going to be kind of fun. The silly races will be on, and I'll see if I can do a couple. So that's the corn header used up for the time being. We'll probably plant some more corn and probably a smaller field next time. Got a lot to do very quickly today. Unfortunately, the first bit of work is not going to be very quick. It is bringing the TX34 down to field 19. And then following it down with the 399. Sorry, I haven't said those words in years. Yeah. Hello, 7740 and Will as well. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. I didn't even hit the big bag. I'm kind of proud of that. Hope to go to the last until you get silage on. I think it's supposed to get like colder later this week and maybe wetter, I don't know. According to my phone, there's a good chance of thunderstorms at the moment, so I'm kind of hoping that, well, looking at the sky, not likely, but with the heat the way that it is, it's not exactly unlikely. Did we all see the video Bullet Bill put out today? By the way. Because I watched it. I'm wondering if you guys watched it. The Cobra in Real Life series will actually be happening. Big Grass Field's in now, very nice. It's gonna be fun with seasons to do that. That looks amazing. I spoke to Fahy about it and he was like, he said to me, that main yard feels so much bigger in game than it looks in real life. It just feels massive in game and just looks like like a garden in real life. It's tiny. Hello, hard worker. Hello, Stu. I'm doing good. Yeah, put the link in, Dave. It's not often I'll tell people to go away from the stream, but yeah, go watch that video. It's only a couple of minutes long. Totally worth a couple of minutes. Because you're watching it, and I know I was at least kind of visualizing the map overlaid on real life. You mean to do it twice? That's fine. There's a part of me that's tempted to try and like recreate that video in the map, just to show how accurate the map actually is. The drone's moving. Yeah. How long have I been streaming for? About 10 minutes, right? So you haven't missed much. I enjoy the fact, by the way, you guys don't see this ever. But my chair, I kind of have two different configurations for it. It's currently in the chilling playing farm sim, or just relaxing in general mode. With the two arms up so that I can rest my arms on it. But when I'm in iRacing, I drop the arms down so that there's no support and there's nothing getting in my way for my elbows. Because I find when I'm on iRacing, I kind of get a bit elbowy. And when I'm turning right, I tend to slam my right elbow into the arm of the chair. You know, and having the arm rest down prevents that. Where is Field 19? Oh, it's down a different... Well, we're going down this road and taking a loop. Because I took a wrong turn and now I'm on the wrong road entirely. Could do a side-by-side comparison video. Yeah, I mean... It, yeah, it's very... I guess creepy seeing Cobra in real life, having been having been on the map in game so much. You like my picture? You like the screenshot? Well, thank you very much, John. I try to take good screenshots if I can. Usually I don't, but sometimes I do. I'm nowhere good as OxygenDavid or Lone Wolf, but I try. So we're having to go around a big loop because I took a wrong turn and now I gotta get to Field 19 the wrong way. I am that level of genius. Oh my god, we've still got so far to go. I should have just tried spinning this thing around. But now it's faster now to just go the correct or go the wrong, continue going the wrong way. Hello Pierre. Are there magic hedges in Sandy Bay? Nope. I got a tad lost. Just a small bit, in that I took one wrong turn. So we're taking the adventure route. Speak of the lone wolf and he will arrive. Hello. Am I from Ireland? No, I am Swedish. And I am a chef. I am the Swedish chef. Hoodle floodle doodle doodle hoodle floodle doodle floodle. No, I am Irish. Hey, Richie. People who don't watch the Muppets will have no idea what I just referenced. Which actually might be a lot of younger viewers, which, oops. I'm showing my age. Finish the Sandy stream, Great Challenge roll on the next stream. That'll be tomorrow. We're alternating between these two challenges from now on. Yeah. Insanity is gonna be interesting. I'm pleased with what we got done yesterday. I want to get more done tomorrow. Hopefully more than I did today. What were we saying about Old Wolfie? Did you take insanely good screenshots? And that I can only ever hope to be as good as you? Why does it say not dead in the title? People thought I was killing off the Sandy Bay Challenge when I started Insanity yesterday. No! No. Because people think when you end a challenge, or when you start a new challenge, that means, oh, the other one's finished. No! It just means that I'm having two challenges on the channel. This one, which is quite... I'm gonna say quite easy. I mean, I'm allowing myself a lot of leeway with this challenge. And then you've got Insanity, which is definitely not easy. 1 in 10, same look as Oxy. I don't know. But Insanity is insane. I actually checked after the stream, by the way, to see how far the 135 had actually ploughed, and it was, yeah, 2 hours. It had barely, it wasn't finished, the uppy-downy bits. Are they going to stream only? They'll be stream only just because of how long it takes to do anything in them. How close are we to field 19? Approaching it. It's coming up after this corner. You're on the Insanity Challenge. You have to keep the time 1x, or can you can change the time. If you need to fast forward, you can. However, I was talking to Delta Bravo about this because he was saying he might do the challenge. He said, "Oh, it would be much more difficult if you could do ×5 acceleration." I said, "Well, it would, but I wouldn't be able to get the fields done with the equipment I have. Like I've got it stuck on ×1 just because." Otherwise, I wouldn't get anything done ever. Also, I'm going to manually harvest this field, which means I'm going to tab around a bit and get other things done as well. 20 minutes in and we're not even started with field work. I'm doing well today. It's based on the equipment. Because this needs to pick up the seed bag and get over to the fast track. Which I'm sure somebody's going to complain that I got the fast track on the seeder and a Massey on the grain cart, but so be it. Need the time, all of it. Yeah, you need all of the time with the little 135 and the 340 plow I've got on it. It powers on like a little trooper, though. Like, it's just been powering, and I'm actually kind of impressed at how well it's been doing. Came to watch Dusty Dave because Dusty Dave said I was gonna go live soon. You should probably subscribe if you're enjoying Ryan. I do stupid stuff, and this is the stunt Massey. It has a habit of doing some stunts occasionally. Yeah, 2 hours. She didn't get stuck. She didn't do anything wrong, and yeah, that little plow suits the 135 really nicely. Granted, the little plow is a bit too little for the map, and by a bit too little I mean hilariously tiny. And I'm gonna have to use it a lot, and I'm gonna have to basically follow in with another tractor on the cultivator immediately once it's done to even have a chance of getting all the ploughing or all the fields seeded in that challenge. But it's going to be interesting. What's its width? The 3/4 plough, like a meter. It's a little tiny non-reversible plough, and I will have to actually clean up the bits the 135 missed as well. Nearest waypoint, please. Drive course. Okay, that's going. That can sit there. This needs to... Oh my god, so much stuff. Hello, CD. Benji, hello. You already am and have been for ages. Awesome. This is the home of insanity. Like, the challenge is just kind of covering what the channel does. According to my phone, it's now 24 degrees. If it gets too much warmer in here, because it's probably creeping up near 30 degrees in my room right now. And incredibly just muggy. So if it gets much warmer than this in my room, I'm going to have to turn off face cam, because I'm going to start sweating like a pig. And nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. So I did a bit of iRacing last night. Second to last race of the week at Okayama. There was one race afterwards that I didn't do, just for time reasons. And yeah, it looks amazing, CD. Like, you're doing a really good job of it. Texturing, I feel, could do with a bit more depth to it. It looks kind of flat, but I mean, that's always going to be an issue with mods, is textures are very hard to get depth into. Maybe... I'm trying to think, maybe if you, like... Well, because it would have been plastic in real life, which would be flat. I was going to say try and speckle paint, but it wouldn't be painted. Make it, yeah, a bit of rust on it wouldn't go amiss. I mean, you do rust well. Is that the baler? Yep. You do rust well. It looks like this, because this isn't a set piece. This is real. It's working. It can attach to vehicles. That's rust done well. Looks like Central will be making a Belltime script. Awesome. Something that's always missing from balers, and it always annoys me. Because I'd like to, as stupid as it sounds... How many balers can you have in the challenge? As many as you want, really. Back ends rust out well. Get the feeling you're speaking from experience. My phone locked, good. Did I turn off the sleep mode on the stream deck? Because I should have. Do I live in the UK? I do not. I did for a few years. Which is maybe why sometimes you'll hear me flatten my R's. I lived in the UK for 3 years, and yeah, it did have a bit of an effect on my accent. Bucko, it could come to consoles, and here's the thing, everything that's scripted, if you just have a version set aside that doesn't have the scripts, or add the scripts at the very, 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 very end, you can have a console version ready to go. It's just, if you put the scripts in too early, it suddenly becomes a case of, well, I can't put it on console because the scripts are kind of embedded in the damn thing now. It's a problem so many modders have, is like putting scripts in really early and then being like, oh well, I wanted to bring it on to console, but then I realized, hang on, I've put scripts in this and I don't know how to take them back out. So I've taken the same wrong turn I took last time, haven't I? Yes I have, but there is a way I can get up there that I should have taken last time, which is this way. I can use the motorway. If you put in scripts in CD, dynamic hoses would probably look pretty sweet. Ooh. There we go. There we go. There we go. So the fast tracks at work. There's nothing else really can be done at the moment. The scenic route of V2, yes. I have made optimizations to my scenic route. So let's swing this in. Detach the header trailer. I'm gonna have to move the header trailer. Planning on dynamic hoses, awesome. I can't see where the header trailer actually is. Oh, there it is. Downside of the crop being so thick, I can't see a damn thing through it. There we go, perfect. Hello, Matthew. And Alex Andrews. You guys must have carpooled. Is that folded up? Is that folded up? It is folded up. Do I have crop destruction on? No! Let's get the combine on the go. I'm going to do this manually. I know that today's video is harvesting. By the way, there won't be a video tomorrow because there's actually a podcast I want to watch at about 8 o'clock tonight. And I've no idea how long it is going to be. But it's going to be a one-off thing. But I just kind of want to watch it for myself. And as a result, there won't be a video tomorrow because I won't have the time to record in between the end of the stream at 8 o'clock, and then I'll be watching that podcast. Hello, Bullet Bill. I've been promoting your video already in the stream. That is going to be very fun to watch, that series on Cobra. Myself and DED have apparently decided a bit of a race to see who can recreate the video in Farm Sim already. Come on, get around the corner. Yes. What video? Bullet Bill put out a teaser for the Real Life Cobra series, which is apparently happening very soon. And yeah, you can watch it and you will, in your mind, see the map. How did I come up with the name Rainbow Dave? My friends called me Dave, and Rainbow looked between the lines. That's literally it. All the videos will be on your nephew's channel. Ah, very nice. I must subscribe to that channel then. That's gonna be super interesting to watch. And odds are, if I can find the mods, I'm gonna try and recreate those videos. In Farm Sim to show off how good Coldborough Park Farm is as a map. And how well you've done with it. Just channels in the video description. I'll drop a sub after the stream, but before the podcast I want to watch. It is rare that I even bother with podcasts, but this one's different. I think he's gonna get a few more subs in the very near future, Bill. A lot of people can't wait for that series. And can't wait to just see Coldborough in real life, I guess. There we go. Oh my god, I need to take a screenshot when I'm back up at that end of the field, because that is going to look amazing. In fact, yeah, we can do it here. Let's get all the HUD down. Get the blurs on. Just get a nice angle on this. Get it moving. There we go. One beautiful screenshot. Done. That sky is beautiful. Yeah. There's a minor issue I have with the skybox, and it only ever happens in Photoshop. Where when I'm editing the picture, I'll often have to use a blur or smudge tool to smooth the sky out a bit. Pork and apple sausages and roasted veg. Oh, I'm jealous now. See a bit, enjoy. I'm jealous. That sounds delicious. I need to put my glasses on. I've decided. I am blind today, so just bear with me a moment while I give my glasses a quick wipe. That quick wipe smudged the crap out of my glasses. Luckily, I've got a lens cleaning wipe. You've only got a red stripe in Jack Daniels. I mean, that works too. Quality content as Dave cleans his glasses. Top-notch YouTube right here. So Stream Factory, I did not actually stream it. That was a video that was all pre-recorded. There was no streaming. There we go. Now I can see. Yeah, now I can see. Because I was struggling to actually read the sub goal properly. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I should, by rights, I should actually wear these every time I stream. Or even like if I'm just on the PC in general, I should be wearing my glasses. But I don't, because I like challenging my lazy eye. My rights, I should actually have my eyes tested. I need to talk to people about getting my eyes tested again. Because, it's been several years since I got them tested, and I get the feeling my right eye's gone a bit crap since. My left eye's worse. My left eye is my blind eye, by the way, so if I'm saying, if you hear me saying I'm blind, it's my left eye's just completely lost the ability to focus again. Every year. I mean, yeah, but it costs money, Witchy. Just waiting for the ubiquitous barbell rolling tractor. What? I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about there, Alex. Mainly because it makes no sense. You had a medical at work, apparently you're in good health. Well, that's a lie. Well, I mean, every time I got medicals done, considering when I was getting them done I was actively smoking, I completely shocked doctors and nurses every time because my blood pressure was perfect. And by rights I should have had like high blood pressure, or low blood pressure. But I shocked the crap out of a nurse once because she took my blood pressure and I was telling her that I was smoking at the time and whatever. She looked at the readout and she said, yeah, that's actually textbook. That your blood pressure is literally perfect. Do I have a mod list? I do not. I need to make one for the Insanity series, just so you can get the ridiculous mods I'm using on that. But I don't have one, generally speaking, because I got too many mods. I've got like 300 or 400 mods. Okay, phone, you can stop lighting up and going mental now. Lung capacity is pretty good. Whoop! Hey! Stunt Massey strikes again. Quit smoking 5 months ago. It's not easy to quit. People think it is. Why hoodies so expensive? I don't know. I don't get the super expensive hoodie thing. But if you want to buy an expensive hoodie that's awesome, you can buy a RainbowDave hoodie. On the Spreadshirt shop. Shameless plug. This texture, that texture thing is something you've been after. Oh, the reshade? Go to the Reshade website, just Google Reshade and go to their website, and the actual eye and I am using the settings are from Simulate, who will be at literally some point releasing them on a website he's going to launch. So that's how you get the game to look the exact same way as mine, as prettified as it is. I've just remembered that I upped the gamma in OBS, so it actually looks nicer in OBS than it does on my screen. Shameless advertising. Yes. Is that the Cedar from Platinum? No, it's the Cedar from Maddox Jess DLC. The Modern Classics. You'd buy it, but it's gonna hurt. Yeah. I mean, that's... The thing about the Spreadshirt prices, and I can speak from experience having the mug and travel mug, the quality is amazingly good. Like the production quality of those is really good. Like, I need to empty this actually. This is a travel mug from Spreadshirt. Yes, shameless plug again, but I'm talking about it, so I might as well. It is made of metal. If I just bring it over to the mic, it's... You can hear it's made of metal. It's gonna conduct heat very well. It's gonna hold heat very well, and I found that it keeps a cup of tea nice and warm for about 2.5 hours, maybe even 3. So it's perfect for like if you want to drive somewhere or you're just sitting down gaming and you're in that mood where you don't want a lot of tea, but you want tea over a period of time, like what I do. It's a fantastic mug to have for that. And I do have the porcelain mug over behind me somewhere, and that again is really well made. I can't fault the production quality on the bits of my merchandise that I do own. Yellow Dal. And it is ridiculous that I'm able to talk about my merchandise as somebody who sits in their room all day doing video games. And actually tonight I won't be playing too many video games. I'll be watching the, might as well say, the Total Biscuit Memorial Co-optional podcast. Which is why there won't be a video tomorrow. I feel like it's something that I need to see just I don't know. Just feel like I need to see it. Keeps you for 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, I mean a good travel mug is what you need if you're gaming a lot. And if you're streaming as well, a good travel mug is strongly recommended. Just realised that I don't actually have a drink for myself today, so I might run off downstairs in a few minutes and just grab a can of Pepsi. Sad to hear about that. I'm still sad. Which is kind of why I want to watch the podcast tonight, is just kind of... I guess closure, in a way. On the entire thing. Did your stream up? No, I'll put up the BRB screen and mute my mic and stuff. I was watching his when he was on the H3 podcast, talking about living with the cancer, and if you want to hear that, you can look it up fairly easily. I will say that it does have very strong language, because it does. It's H3, it's, you know, unfiltered, unregulated, whatever. It's got strong language, but I feel like the strong language is apt, and he's very honest about it. I watched that last night, and it opened my eyes to a few things. Gave me a lot of hope and inspiration. A lot of sadness too. What a great podcast. I don't really watch or listen to podcasts. So, you know, it's rare that I'll bother with H3. I don't watch Joe Rogan, I don't watch Co-optional, I don't watch podcasts in general. I tend to watch more gaming content and stuff that I find personally interesting. It's getting really hot in here now. It's getting really hot. Oh my god. I hate summertime sometimes, even though like it's not officially summer yet. Yeah, you're the podcast guy. Like, oh, and Monjack, he watches Joe Rogan too. But yeah, I'm not really one for podcasts. I don't particularly care for them. Even though I stream, which, I mean, I guess streaming is a podcast in a way, because it's, you know, stream of consciousness. And as bizarrely as it is, like, as much as I don't care for podcasts, I wouldn't actually mind doing one. I would like if somebody who did a podcast asked me to appear on one, I probably would if I had the time available. How long have I been streaming? 44 minutes today. Overall, like what, 2.5 years? 2 years or so. See you, Alex. Do I need to get the old uptime counter back? Because, I mean, the screen's already quite cluttered as is. That said, I like the clutter I've got on the screen now. It's kind of about as good as it can get. Also, bizarrely, EJ, if you're still here, I've just noticed that Streamlabs hasn't realised you've re-sponsored. Which means something within YouTube is derping. It's happy clutter, it's good clutter. It's at least pretty, I mean... I could have hand-drawn everything and it'd look horrific. Apart from, you know, the bird. The bird stays, I don't care who doesn't like it. Oh, it's finished work, okay. Thought it was out of seeds again. So we don't have the 1x walking rule in this map, so we can just up it to ×3. Stop the driver. Close Courseplay down. Pretty ugly. I like it. It's better than the old green overlay I had. The old green overlay, it served me well, but at the end of the day, it was ugly. And it was time for me to move on from that to something that was a bit more, I guess, refined looking. Can't get rid of the bird, you've only just stopped tripping out on the damn thing. The old one was of its time. It was made by a friend of mine originally in a different color and kind of covered the entire screen. And you know, I tweaked it over time to be what I wanted it to be. But it was time for that to retire and time for a better overlay to take over. Something that was more 2018. Even though I spent money on the overlays and probably shouldn't have, I feel like they're worth it. Has the music decided to just give up now? Smell of all... I couldn't imagine the smells you experienced, Dave, and I'm so glad that I can't even imagine that. Change is good from time to time. Not, well, some change is good, not YouTube change. YouTube change is bad. I could make one better if I, like, I guess the time more than anything else. Because there's stuff that I'd like to change about that, and it would involve a lot of learning on how to actually make animated stuff in Photoshop. But I'm quite happy with how this looks right now. If a binman can smell it, you're in trouble. YouTube change is scary and bad. Like the sub box thing they're thinking about. That is... like, I don't usually complain about YouTube stuff. That is a terrible thing. Bye-bye. That is just atrocious. Like, they might as well just get rid of the sub button entirely if they're going to do that. In fact, they might as well just shut the website if they want to do that. And say you can only join us if you've been on the Disney Channel or if you're a major news corporation or something like that. or a major media corporation. Because then I'd be fine with it, because YouTube will at least be honest about what they're trying to do. Whose idea was the bird? Mine. That's a full save game for you. 16 hours isn't a lot, really. I do need to get this field finished and then get the canola harvest done. I am just cleaning up this field. I need to redo some Courseplay courses, it seems. I'll actually delete the... What field is this? Field 14. I'm going to delete the Field 14 seeding course so I don't use that again, because it needs fixing. Hey GD, how you doing today? Your oak field is 25 hours. This Sandy Bay save has at least 50. 45 hours, 14 minutes. Which isn't too much. But by the way, mini Factorio update for those of you who are interested. I've had to basically abandon the save I was using because I didn't realize the aliens would mutate and become stronger over time, and I can't actually take them on anymore. They've just been running rampant and destroying my base constantly, so yeah, I've had to abandon the save. I guess I got a game over of sorts. You can see my face. My face is now turning bright red because it is super hot in here. It is just way too hot. How's Dave? Melting! Is a good word. Melting is a very good word right now. Hello, Glengar. How warm? The outside temperature is kind of irrelevant. It's the temperature of my room, which is probably like in the mid-30s. That's the issue. It's apparently 23 degrees outside, but bear in mind I've got a PC right beside me that's blowing out a lot of heat. So it's a lot warmer than 22, 23 degrees in here, and a lot more well, it's quite humid today anyway. It's 28 there? Oh, no thanks. No thanks. Yeah, you can keep that. It's stupid hot today. Just too hot, too hot. Turn down the thermostat, nature. Time to sit in the fridge. Yeah. I might throw a couple of cans of Pepsi into the fridge. Your room is always cool. Mine's always cool in the winter, always hot in the summer. I've got the worst kind of room, where it's not warm in the winter and cold in the summer. No, it's super hot in the summer, super cold in the winter. What time am I ending the stream? At about 7 o'clock my time, so in about an hour's time. If you're wondering why the game suddenly went silent, I was tabbed out hitting some ad buttons, which is why I brought up the Courseplay menu. Although I might end a bit early if I start getting really super melty. Because it is just unbearable right now. Oh, there's a breeze! Oh, breeze, bring me your goodness. Need to watch the Sminky Shorts animation camel sketch. I might, I guess, maybe. I don't know. So Jaguar T7 and Canes. Ooh, very nice. Don't see many Canes on the roads anymore. Your PC is still running kind of cool. See, the problem with my PC is I've got it turned on to turbo mode, which means it's actually blowing out more heat because I've got it running at full power. You're like a dog sticking your head out the window. Yeah, I can imagine. It's that kind of weather where you just want to have windows open and cold drinks on standby. And it is not fun to deal with. Especially not when your room just mugs up when it's warm. Why is it the Not Dead challenge? Because people thought yesterday that I was ending Sandy Bay challenge when I started Insanity. So I figured I'd let people know that this challenge is not dead. I am gonna have to go grab a drink in a second. Builder gives us you lots of cold drinks and ice cream. I see, now I'm jealous. You take this kind of weather any day over cold and wet. I'd take like mid temperatures UK time. 7 o'clock UK time. Ryan, I live in Ireland. The time is not different. We're literally in the same time zone. Oh my god, I would love an ice cream right now. I might grab an ice cream after the stream. I think in a second I'm gonna pop up the BRB screen and get a drink though. Just because the heat is starting to get to me a bit too much and I need to do some sort of hydrating, even though it's Pepsi. I need to get liquids. So I will be back in a moment. I am back with Pepsi, and I've opened up I've opened up the main window. Extreme warm weather is well, the extreme warm weather plan is happening. The big window's open. I'm hoping to get a bit more cooling going. You download Reshade now what? There's not really much you can do, Debbie. I mean, you can find yourself an eye for farm sim. There's a good one in FSUK, but it's a bit orange. You can talk to other people who have Reshade. I'm not going to give you my one because it's up to Sim to release it, but you can talk to other people who have Reshade and ask them for their settings. There's a few good, I guess, sets of settings out there. Let's get this doing field 11. Is there a seeding course for field 11? There is not, so let's generate one over the other side of the field. 2.5, yeah, that looks about right. 11. Auto. 8 headlands after the fact. Smooth or circle island bypass. And generate the course. Save that as Cedarino. Move that into the field 11 folder. And where's the first waypoint located? Oh, there's a nice breeze coming in now, that's lovely. How do you do the settings? I have no idea. I'm not gonna walk you through it on stream, Debbie, because I genuinely have no idea. Ryan, if you join my Discord, you will get a little notification. I'll try and tag everyone every time, and Yanis or one of the mods can do that themselves. Every time Dusty goes live, we'll try and get you the notification via Discord. Oh, hang on, no, stop. I don't want to see this field just yet. What I want to do is I want to finish. And I'm going to leave that in the field because that's like the very next job is getting that field seeded once we've fast forwarded through the night time. But first we got to get this harvest done. And ooh, this would be a nice screenshot too. Oops. Put the blurs on. Just get this moving. There we go. DED has been added to Septempost, yes. So, all you gotta do is add everyone. Because some of those Septempost streams are just for basically so that I know that people have gone live. Because you guys know I like hanging out in the Discord. This combine's running quite low on fuel, but it's not a major concern. I can get the fuel bowser over here fairly sharpish if I need to. Very nice indeed. I'll try and keep a good bank of people in the Septempost so that you guys know when streams are going live. So cold but not too cold. See, there's like an ideal temperature for me, because if it's too cold, I get really annoyed because it's freezing. And you might notice in the winter, like, sometimes I'll appear with... I'll actually be wearing onesies during the streams, and that's because it's so damn cold. And then in the summer you'll notice that sometimes I just won't have the face cam on at all. That's because it's too damn hot. And today's right on the borderline of face cam and no face cam. If it's like 1 degree warmer tomorrow, no face cam. You know, I'm on Discord with most random people on Septipus. That's, yeah, some people just add random stuff to Septipus. I mean, I had Safari Live on Septipus for the longest time because I didn't know when it was going live and I wanted notifications, but then YouTube started actually sending out notifications for Safari Live, so I was quite happy. So we're going to be good for cash after Field 19, because this is a full trailer load, which we need to bring up to the main yard. Off we go. I need to get myself a fan. I've decided, like, even a battery-powered one. Another day plus 29. No thanks. I don't know what the forecast for tomorrow is. In fact, let's check right now live on stream. Met.ie forecasts. I guess Monster forecast is gonna do tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday 30th of May. Any mist and fog will once again recede to the western coastal fringes of the province on Wednesday morning, allowing spells of sunshine to develop. Somewhat cloudy on Tuesday overall, with slight risk of isolated showers breaking out during afternoon and evening. Maximum temperatures of 20 to 24 degrees. What's today's maximum temperatures? It doesn't say. Yeah, tomorrow I might not have a webcam on. You could do the trailer of this over to the west coast. Yeah, I really could. But then again, I wouldn't be able to buy anything with it. It would just be going to paying off the loan. See ya, Adibu. So it's gonna be warm again tomorrow, which is lovely, I guess. I suffer from my art. Sandy Bay's... It's a really good map. I wouldn't say it's a great map anymore. Just because both OxygenDavid and Bullet have come so far with mapping now. You compare this to Oakfield and they're two completely different maps in terms of quality. Oakfield is just so far ahead of Sandy Bay. And by the looks of it, Shamrock Valley is going to be far ahead of Oakfield as well. Hello, Simulation for the Nation, Adam and Giovanni. Hello. So, when I criticize Sandy Bay or Thornton or one of Oxy's maps, it's because I'm comparing them now to Oakfield. You know, there's a new reference frame. Before, Thornton was the gold standard, and Sandy Bay and Thornton are fairly similar maps. But now that Oakfield is the standard, then yeah, Sandy Bay pales in comparison. Shamrock Valley, yeah, the intention, because Oxy told me about Shamrock Valley before he started making it, the intention is, and was, Sandy Bay style map, but in Ireland. As far as I'm aware, it's basically the replacement for Sandy Bay for FS19. And talking to him about some of the smaller details recently, which stuns me that I've been able to do that, because I still see myself as a nobody in Farm Sim, even though I've got like, what, 8,000 subscribers basically. Talking to him about the little details recently, and just kind of giving him pointers on this is a thing, this is not a thing, this is something you should be aware of. It's amazing how the fast track's still turned on. It's amazing how in-depth he likes going with his maps. The same with Bullet Bill. Like seeing them make maps and develop maps and talking to them about it, it's amazing the detail and the little tricks they find that are really helpful for somebody who's based. Like I still consider myself a beginner mapper. I know the basics. I know a few tricks. Bullet Bill and Oxy have helped me with finding more tricks. I've helped them find a couple of tricks as well. You know, it kind of works both ways, and people find ways to do things faster. Because everybody's inherently lazy. It's amazing. Tesco petrol station. Thing is, Tesco petrol stations do exist in Ireland, and I have seen them on the M8. Up by Dublin. There used to be a pair of Tesco petrol stations, one on either side of the road. So they do exist in isolation in Ireland. Because I know the main argument in that whip topic, which is hilarious, is that, oh, the Tesco petrol station shouldn't be there. Yes, it is. It should. And it is. And yes, it's rare they exist in isolation away from a Tesco store, but they do. People like water always looking for the easiest route. Pretty much. It's like a meme now. Yeah, I might end up... And it is tempting. I might end up editing Shamrock Valley to have a little sign above the Tesco on the petrol station to say not a real Tesco. Just a really badly handwritten sign saying not a real above the Tesco. But it is good that people are talking about those small details. It's like as funny as it is and as memey as it is to have the Tesco as a meme, and I love it. It's great that people are talking about small details like that, because it tells me and it tells Oxy and it tells Bullet Bill and it tells everyone who's interested in maps that people are very discerning. That they won't just go for any old map. It needs to have those small details, and people will look at those small details. And that's great because there's I'm not going to name specific maps, but there's kind of a running joke that people will play any crap map as long as it's Irish, which is kind of true. It's kind of true, but at the same time, the small discerning details is really, really nice. It's genuinely nice to see people picking out the small details on a map and saying, no, that's wrong, or no, that's wrong. And I did it to Oxy the other day. I noticed something in pictures a while back and spoke to him about it the other day and said, dude, just so you're aware, this is 100% wrong. You should probably swap to this. See what you... And, you know, that's... It happens. What do to if my pedal's not working on FS17? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people having issues with pedals recently. I haven't had those issues. But kind of as a more serious answer, open up your game profiler or the video game settings and actually run the pedals in just that. Just press them and kind of wave them about and see if you're getting any response there. Because it could be that your pedals have actually failed entirely. And that's why they're not working in Farm Sim. And if that's not the case, if your pedals are fine in your profiler and your game controllers thing in Windows, then okay, it's maybe a Farm Sim specific problem. Double check your input bindings to make sure that the pedals are being detected. And if you've got two controllers attached, which a lot of people do, make sure that they're plugged in the correct order, because sometimes, actually a lot of the time, many control issues that happen with Farm Sim are because the controllers have been plugged into the PC in a different order to what Farm Sim expects, and they're registered slightly differently. Oops. Or they're plugged into a different USB port than usual, and they're not registering correctly for Farm Sim, because it looks at the specific USB address for that controller. So just double check all of that. You might have to rebind up some stuff, but it's probably, this song is atrocious. It's probably just you'll need to rebind some stuff. Manvidas. And I'm genuinely surprised that I don't have controller issues or pedal issues, because I punish these things. You have never heard me in a racing game punishing my pedals. Like you'll see me in Farm Sim also sometimes do the old throttle blip trick. But when I'm in, let's say, iRacing driving the MX-5, I'm kicking all three pedals. Like, there is no holding back for me, there's no taking it easy, I am full on kicking them. Because I overdrive the crap out of the Mazda, and I realize I overdrive the crap out of the Mazda, and I need to stop overdriving the crap out of the Mazda, but I do. And, yeah, I kick the pedals. Why is the description spammed with not dead, not dead? Because the description's not dead. When it's blatantly obvious the description's not dead. Nor am I. Well, I'm not dead. Description's not dead. You're not dead. Not dead! In a serious note, it's because when I started Insanity yesterday, people thought that I was killing off Sandy Bay, and I figured I would make it obvious that the Sandy Bay challenge is not dead. Because it is kind of a thing on YouTube to just suddenly and randomly end series if they're not doing well. And I'm guilty of it, Landy Kid's guilty of it, Simulate's guilty of it. Everybody who makes videos on YouTube is guilty of it. Because, to put it bluntly, we don't have the time to play with that we maybe had 2 years ago. Where we could keep a series going even though it's not doing too well, just so that we can complete it, or so that we can kind of get to an end point or jumping off point. It's not a thing we can do anymore. It's, if something's not doing well, done, gone. There's no, oh, I'll keep this going and maybe it'll pick up again. No, it's, you do it, done, gone. And yes, if you haven't done so already and you are enjoying the stream, even though I'm kind of not because of the heat, do hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Series no end goal can disappear randomly. Even series with end goals can disappear randomly. because as much as I enjoyed some of the series I just suddenly finished, it needs to happen. Kind of sucks to say this, but you can't have a heart if you're making videos. You can't enjoy them too much, because you might make it one day and really love what you're doing, and then thank you, Yanis. That ain't gonna be undone. But it doesn't matter how much I enjoy a series anymore, because I have to be prepared on any given day to just stop it. And everybody and most people on YouTube have this same problem, where we can love a series, and because the videos aren't doing well, you just gotta stop and move on to something else straight away. It's at times a lot less enjoyable than it used to be. Especially if you're doing it as a full-time job, because you gotta keep on top of views. You gotta keep where the views are. Where's the 399? There it is. So I'm gonna do off cameras. I'm gonna move the TX up to the yard, because I don't think you guys want to see me driving the TX around the map again. It was bad enough me driving it down here. I might make this field, in fact I will make this field a grass field from now on, just because it's so out of the way and I don't want to do it every single time. I don't necessarily have to do fields if I don't want to, so I'm going to just seed this field up in grass and just leave it be. It's so far out of the way that it's not really worth doing. With crops, you know, it just costs time. And most likely would get lost again. Also, there's not really a very real chance. There's a slim chance that I'd run out of fuel and have to send a rescue party out. That wouldn't be fun. If that does happen, I will record very quickly just a little video of sending the rescue party out. How often will the insanity challenge be? Every second day. I'm going to alternate it with this challenge. Like, the reason I started Insanity was literally because I wanted to have 2 stream maps. And I want to start a second map for videos as well. Hello, Owen Moore. I want to start a second map for videos, because I don't like spamming one map. Because it becomes very hard to find things to do on that map that are new and interesting very quickly. And Meadow Grove I'm kind of already finding that problem with. So I might just rest Meadow Grove for a while. Even though there won't be a video tomorrow, I might rest it for a few extra days or even a week or two, or until it's out, and just kind of do some off-camera testing on it if I have the drive to, I guess. And I'll look for another map. It'll slow burnout for each map. It'll slow my own burnout, because the problem I have is if I'm doing one map and just one map, I've done this in the past, if I'm only doing one map constantly, I find that I burn out of the game as a whole, because it's just looking at the same things every day, whereas if I'm on 2, 3, 4, 5 maps, it's a lot more flexible for me, because I can get bored of one map and take a day off it, or take 2 days off and just do something different. And that's why I'm kind of moving to having video-only maps and stream-only maps. It's so that I'm on multiple different maps at any given time, and I can play about with that a bit more. Want to fix the Pemberton Deluxe? I wasn't aware Pemberton Deluxe was broken. I've not even looked at that map. Speaking of maps, I need to go through my mods folder and delete all the maps I'm not using. Because it's getting a bit bloated. I'm trying to think of, like, maybe, Dave? I'm like in one of those periods where I don't want to, like, I don't know what kind of maps I want to play. Because Shamrock's coming out eventually. Lone Oak's coming out really soon. And I'll be on Lone Oak for sure. And it's kind of the case of, well, there are maps that I'm playing for sure, and what can I do in the meantime? I mean, stream-wise I'm doing the challenges, just because they're interesting to me and they're a different way of playing. And while not everybody's going to like the challenges, because they do slow the game down to a hilarious degree, I'm enjoying them. Like, having just inappropriately tiny equipment on both maps, for me is fun. It makes the game a lot more challenging than it would otherwise be. And that's why I'm doing these, is just kind of to change the game from being, oh, I'll just cheat money in for this, I'll cheat money in for that, to, oh, I've got to save up for this, I've got to save up for that, I've got to, you know, I have to do this today, I have to do that today, I have to do the other. And like, I wouldn't normally harvest this late into the evening in game. I just turn off withering and fast forward through night so you can get a really nicely well lit harvest in game. But I can't, because I can't turn off withering. No, Adam, no. No to the map and no to that idea as a whole. Is it boring to watch, don't you think? I don't know. Some people will enjoy this more, I think. Jesse? Like, some people, and I know this, enjoy watching challenges because it's seeing the game played in a way that maybe it wasn't designed for. And seeing maps being played in ways they almost certainly weren't designed for. Because the West Coast was never designed to take the equipment that I'm using. It was designed for mid to large equipment, not the stuff that I've got. Sandy Bay, sure, you can use this stuff on there, but it's not really recommended. And while the West Coast, yes, it is designed for seasons, it is fully integrated seasons. I'm still using seasons in a way that maybe it shouldn't be used. I'm using the in-game loan in a way that it definitely shouldn't be used. It is almost the same equipment on both maps. Blash, have you watched the Insanity Challenge? Because I've got completely different equipment. In fact, I haven't matched a single piece of equipment between this and Insanity. Is there MR Insanity? No, because that would drive me insane. Actually, the only bit of equipment that is likely to match is, and I do need to actually do a tiny bit of cheating in Insanity. I want to swap out the... Well, no, I don't have the feed mixer. No, I'll put it the vial. Everything is different. Let me just look at the equipment I've got here. I mean, I've got this. I've got this corn header because it's the smallest corn header you can get. I've got the bag lifter and the Bruno. I've got the roller. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of equipment match. And considering I've got basically something to do almost everything. Food mixer? Nope. I've got the Gavile round bale food mixer on Insanity. So not even that matches. Because I wanted to go as small as is humanly possible in game. Well, realistically possible, I guess. Elijah, I not only proved you wrong, I completely demolished your argument. I'm not even sorry. Because it... Like, I will say though, on this and Meadowgrove I've got almost identical equipment, which is why I want to kind of rest Meadowgrove or change the equipment about on that. But Insanity, no, I've got much different equipment. Much smaller equipment. And that's going to be back tomorrow. What map is this? Sandy Bay. Hence why it's the Sandy Bay Challenge. I may do more challenge maps in the FS19. Just come up with interesting ways to play the game. And like, I don't mean Insanity style challenges, but I mean like max horsepower limits on tractors, minimum horsepower limits, which wouldn't really be a challenge, but you know, maximum equipment sizes, minimum equipment sizes, maximum trailer capacity, maximum combine capacity, stuff like that. That would be kind of mini challenges. How are we doing for time? Got about 20 minutes. Will I do another video map? Yes. I'm kind of looking for one at the moment and struggling quite badly. I'm gonna just hop out of the tractor, fast forward time. Oh, is that the bunker silo I wanted to finish? Is that the bunker silo of the BGA that's fermented? Right, drive course. Is that the BGA silo that's fermented? BGA, visit. BGA silos over here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Right. We have some alterations to make. 399, where are you? We're gonna make some changes real quick. Because the 399 is gonna go down to the BGA. Big money time. We're about to break this map. We're about to win. The challenge will stop being so challenging. Front loader attacher, yes. front loaders. Is it the 893 goes on to the 399 turbo? I'm presuming so. Get it standard. Just enough money. How many minutes autosave to run? 30 minutes. 3-0. So we're gonna have to do a bit of running about to get this. Because we gotta go down to the shop to grab the front loader itself. We gotta then come back up here to grab the bucket. Then we're off down to the BGA to record our silage course. But we're about to start raking in the cash. And the first two things I'm going to buy, and I know this already, are going to be two silage trailers. Two specific silage trailers. Can you see the snake? You'll see it at the shop, Adam, yeah. It's down at the shop entrance. So, thus endeth the difficult part of the challenge. Because, seeing as I didn't limit BGA silage, we're going to spam BGA silage. And yeah, the first two things I'm going to buy are going to be Marston's silage trailers. There's the snake. Snakey, 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 snake. Off back up to the yard now to grab the bucket. I'm enjoying the fact this music sounds really victorious. And it's kind of fitting, because this is where we basically win the challenge. Because we've got 250,000 litres of silage. What else do I want to buy with the money I'm about to make? Two Marston silage trailers for sure. A silage harvester of some description. I don't really care which type. We'll get whichever one we can afford. I'd also like to get a wheel loader just for the BGA. Or something similar. Basically won the challenge. The BGA silos fermented Massey. We have big money ready to go. Big money time. So we can have this open at all times. Off down to the BGA we go. Off 26, off 17, 14. Rapidly going down. Thought silage went for pennies. It's not as OP as it used to be, but it's still the most efficient way of making money in the game. So we're going to kind of go gear up for doing a lot of silage. A lot of silage. Because that's going to make the actual field work a lot easier. And as silly as it sounds, I wouldn't mind having a second fast track. Did I put a tractor limitation on myself on this save, guys? Because I don't have the rules, the button to bring up the rules on my stream deck anymore. Did I put a tractor limitation on this save? Because I'd kind of like to have two fast tracks and the remaining tractor still. No, I did not. Fantastic. So we can have a fast track just for doing silage. We are set. We are set to make the big money. The TX is still down in the field. I'm going to bring that up off camera. Just because you guys don't want to see me driving the TX around again. Hello Lancashire. Joining us at a fantastic time. We've just had the BGA silo come in. I have more than 100 cows. I mean, I might, but I wouldn't be like seasons or anything. Assuming seasons goes into FS19 or I start a new challenge in FS17. Because 100 cows is a lot of work. It's basically you spend the winter fast forwarding time a small bit and then doing some cow work, and then fast forwarding another small bit and doing some cow work, and fast forwarding another small bit and doing some cow work. It's kind of stop start in the winter with seasons. And even normally you've got to muck them out almost constantly. So it is time to start recording our Courseplay course over here. We've got one Courseplay worker already working. We've got this one ready to go. Where is the thing? Fantastic, it's there. So if I were to start the course... right about here. Waypoint here to mark the start of the silo. Waypoint here to mark the end of the silo. Swing it in, get it nice and lined up here. Waypoint here to mark where the thing is. Reverse out and drive away to the end of the course, which is going to be here. Now we need to set the bucket. So this is going to be our pre-unloading position. Actually, yeah, this will be our pre-unloading position. And our transport position is going to be like this. Our unloading position is going to be up as far as it will go and tilted forwards like this, and our loading position is going to be basically flat on the ground, like maybe tilted like that. Okay. Now I need to set the working width of the bucket, which I'm actually going to set at 1.4 meters. Drive course. And here we go. I forgot to open the... I forgot to open the silo. Stop. Really making long courses? Yeah, that's intentional. I like having loop courses. I don't... Like, if I get up to, we'll say, 4 silos, then I can have 2 tractors working with... Can I... It's not letting me open the silo from there. I might need to re-record this course. Have I broken the silo a bit? The most pathetic bucket of silage ever to make it over to a BGA. But this time I didn't put a... Oh, I didn't put BGA extension on. Fantastic. There we go. 68 litres of silage in the BGA. I don't give shoutouts. Ever. For any reason. Unless you pay me. Uncover a drive from the other end. I mean, it'll uncover the entire thing eventually. It's just going to take a few loops to do it. Because it'll come up here and that'll trigger this bit to come off. If you just watch, and it didn't trigger. Stop. I've got the loading position set too high. So let's set it like this. And drive the course. It's gonna start from the first waypoint, so I need to just get... Ooh! I can maybe force it. I can maybe force it open. Hello, James. Is this gonna... Haha! I love abusing glitches. I win. I mean, the tractor's now just going on 2 wheels. It's definitely going to fill up the bucket. In fact, now I can, in a second, actually we'll do it now, we'll stop the driver again. I'm going to empty this out, because it will bring me positive money-wise, and we'll reset the loading position once again, because now that I've got that glitch fixed, well, now that I've glitched that, the end of the silo open, we can, oh, just look at that. 561 from a single bucket. So I'm going to set the loading position to be there like that. That's our loading position. Load the transport position. Yellow Landy. Drive the course. I think I've just got a BGA course set up with Courseplay. So it's going to... Oh, please don't go around in circles, you idiot. No, that's... No, that's not gonna work. Okay, now try and do the course. Want to ask a question before you start? Applesauce. What's the question, Landy? Hello, Darth. How you doing today? This is delicious. Or do you want me to hop on TeamSpeak real quick before when I end the stream? I've broken this course in so many different ways that it's actually working now. Smintar stream, yes or no, the new DLC? I wasn't aware there was DLC, but no, I have buttloads of things that I need to do today, Landy. I've got a... I've actually got a podcast I want to watch at 8, so I'm gonna have to give that a miss. Could maybe have gone in a bit further with the parking spot there, but that's gonna be fine. No, today's not a good day for a Spintar stream. Also, I wasn't aware there was new DLC. Well, I knew there was new DLC coming. I wasn't aware it came out today. The money is going positive. We are cashing in on silage. And the Massey is stuck. Drive control config, 4-wheel drive always. Yes, 4-wheel drive always and both diffs on. Because I don't trust drive control. Oh, it was generally David in chat. Okay. Yeah, no, I won't be joining. There's just a lot of stuff that I want to get done today. Well, a bit of chilling before that podcast and then a bit of chilling afterwards. And the best thing is this thing is loading so slowly that I'm gonna be able to empty the entire BJ in one go. Because it's emptying so slowly. Like it's already empty. This is perfect. I've got a BGA course that I've accidentally broken in such a way that it will fill the entire clamp. Or fill or empty the entire clamp. And get stuck periodically. Can I get you to please go to the transport position? Nobody answered. I think people might have thought it was a statement. Do people want Landy to stream Mudrunner? Yes or no? Mudrunner being spin tires. Meh. That's a good answer. By the way, I'm fully aware the fast track needs refilling. I'm just enjoying watching this doing its Courseplay thing. That is glorious. Hello, Vintmarken AB Trudje. Trudje, whatever. One of those. Are you stuck again? Kind of, but not really. We'll take over into transport mode now. Up it goes. And away you go. Ryan wants it. Adam doesn't know a thing. That Play just doesn't care, and AB has no idea what's going on. Best part is it's free. Yeah, Spin Tires dude, the dude who makes the game, he was really annoyed with the way the original Spin Tires happened. Will the Courseplay totally empty the pit, or just the center? It will empty the pit entirely, just watch. Because you will remember, I recorded this course right down the center of the pit. Watch what happens. It's detecting where the pit is. And it might do a center pass this time actually, because it's probably going to detect the furthest forward silage is here. It's done a pass here, it's done a pass here, and now it's going down the middle. It's going to empty the entire pit perfectly. So what it does is it looks at what the trigger is, and it's a BGA trigger. And it's looking at where the farthest forward point is, and the next pass it'll probably go either here or here. And it'll go through. Go straight through. I could also have got it to reverse the back up the pit if I really wanted to. Gets it up. See you, Andy. Might catch you on TeamSpeak later, I don't know. I won't be on until like 10, 11 o'clock anyway. I want to get an iRacing race done tonight. Motor tractor looks like EMZ 6KL. It may well be then. They do use real equipment. Like, spin tires is really good for using real equipment and just kind of renaming it enough that it's not, they don't get buttered. So it's going, yeah, it's going for this section here now, look. It's not following the wheel tracks from the last time. This is what Courseplay does now. This is why it's so useful for BGA. Like, it was always useful for BGA in 15 because the way the trigger worked, it just drove in, plonked it and left. But now the way BGA works, they've actually changed Courseplay so it detects where the trigger actually is, and it'll detect where the farthest forward bit of silage is. Next pass it'll take this bit. It's just emptying now. And look at the money! Look at that delicious money coming in. See that? So, I'm predicting now it'll go for a pass here. Grab that bit. Let's have a look from this side of the silo. So it should come up and grab this bit here, where the cursor is. Yep, that's exactly where it's headed. And then the next pass will be either here or over there. Landy's live! Well, that'll do it for me for today then. I will leave you fine people by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 Sandy Bay Challenge. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.